So often things are not as they appear in Washington, and I take it you think this is one of those, because when they first heard that he's lost 2 votes already, he can't lose even 1 more, and there are quite a few senators, we can put them up here, who are really undecided of every conceivable stripe, you'd think, boy, that's a really long odds.
Well, there's signal and there's noise, as the saying goes, and I'm just trying to differentiate the two, really. What you have here is a situation where negotiations have been going on for a couple of weeks. The differences have been narrowed. The negotiations continue. And what you've seen is a bridging of some of the gaps, but not all of the gaps. And what I look for fundamentally is, and sometimes I think about legislation as a poker table. And what you've got is, with the exception of Senator Paul, you've got everybody still around the poker table. Even Senator Collins says that she's trending against, but she's going to wait for the Congressional Budget Office score. I wouldn't look for her on this bill, but she may surprise. So what you've got is a continuing narrowing of differences. So McConnell's making progress, and he continues to make progress. And until it looks like it's going to start to go south, and the agreements and the narrowing of differences are not continuing, my bet would be on Senator McConnell.
But it seems, Terry, to those of us on the outside, unlike you, looking at it from the outside, that there's sort of a balance he's trying to strike between, on the one hand, being what one might think is a little bit more liberal or moderate in including more people in coverage and giving them cheaper insurance and things like that. On the other hand, saving money and having deregulation. And if he moves in one direction, he might lose some of the people off the other side of the boat. Is that wrong?
No, that's correct. It is a balancing act. And he's done an awful lot for moderates so far. He's addressed money for the opioid crisis. He's addressed a variety of funding needs that are needed to make sure that people get coverage. And at the same time, what he's trying to do is appeal to some of his conservatives by including a version of Senator Cruz's idea to offer non-compliant ACA plans if compliant ones are offered. So it's very much of a balancing act, and we're pretty much into pure politics here, but you've got to leaven that with policy a little bit. And there are policy concerns here as well. So this is going to continue for a little while.